Well, we're getting ready to start things off against the Erie SeaWolves, night number 2 in this 6-game set. The Fightin Phils won yesterday in a decisive 9-3 victory in Game 1 as Josh Hendrickson got his third win in 4 starts with the AA Fightins. And today on the mound, it'll be Josh Perkins versus Elvin Rodriguez. A great game number 2 matchup. Although it might rain tonight in Reading, Pennsylvania, I think we should be good to go as the game's played in Erie, and I think the rain is going to start there a little bit later tonight, so we should be all set for the contest. As Rodriguez comes out onto the mound, he's going to start warming up right now to face off against these Fightins orders. Yesterday, the Reading Fightins scored early and often, with 2 in the first thanks to a home run by Bonifacio. Tatum added another one in the second. The Fightins scored 1 more in the 5th, and 2 in the 7th, and 3 in the 9th for a total of 9 runs on 14 hits, with 7 extra base hits throughout the entire night. A pretty impressive victory against a team that is 30-18 as of yesterday. This is game number 50 of the 120-game series. The Fightin started off their season on May 3rd at home against the Erie SeaWolves. Now they'll play 6 games in a row away there at UMPC Park, and that will be the final time that the two teams match up this season. Once they play 6 in Erie, they'll come home for 12 games in 13 days, back-to-back series, 1 against the Harrisburg Senators and 2 against the Portland Sea Dogs. So they'll see time against the Nationals and Red Sox affiliate. We'll go over who is backing Rodriguez up. It's Elvin Rodriguez on the mound today, and Valent out in left, getting his first start in the field. Then Green, Carpenter rounding out the rest of the outfield. Torkelson, of course, remaining at third. Kreidler and Lipsius, those middle infielders. And we see Lester over at first for the first time this series. Dingler remaining behind the plate. And back behind him, calling the balls and strikes, Calvis Velez, with Biarretta over at first and Biarretta at third and Goler at first. And now we're ready to start things off tonight as Daniel Brito will take it away for the first pitch here on Wednesday night at UMPC Park. Rodriguez kicks and fires to the lefty, and it's a called strike to start things off. 7:07 first pitch in Erie, Pennsylvania. And Rodriguez moving quickly now. Brito swings at a high fastball. Good way for the Fightins to start out the road trip. Daniel Brito strikes out swinging on 3 pitches, and that'll be out number 1 in the top of the first. Bryson Stott will follow him, as he always does. Brito usually needing time to settle in, though he did get a base hit yesterday in his first at-bat. Rodriguez kicks and fires to Stott. It's outside for a ball. Stott sends one high in the sky. It's going to go foul. Bryson Stott was named to the Futures team today, which is basically all of the top prospects going to All-Star Week, which is in Coors Field in Colorado. And they will play matchup National League versus the top American League prospects in a 7-inning exhibition game. This is Stott's first bid to the game, and Alec Boehm represented the Fightins in 2019. Stott is the only Phillies prospect to make the game. He'll take a called strike downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So that'll be on Sunday, July 11th. And he will miss time here with the Fightins, but for a good cause. And this one belted deep into the outfield, going back Valente, but it is Green who makes the catch. And that's a quick out, number 2 for Rodriguez. The Fightins did see Rodriguez back at the beginning of the season. They saw him in game number 3. He pitched 4 innings, just gave up 2 hits, no runs, and struck out 6 Fightins. They let him go 65 pitches. And here's Jorge Bonifacio. He'll take a strike downstairs. Perkins will not get the opportunity to bat today, unfortunately, even though he's very successful, as there's the designated hitter. Bonifacio ropes one into left field. It's going to drop in front of Valent, and that'll be a base hit with 2 outs in the top of the first. The Fightins would love to score early. That's been working out very well for them. And he looks like he's in a good mood. So here's Madison Stokes, who is rapidly approaching 50 hits on the season. Daniel Brito notching his 51st yesterday. Stokes had another 4-hit game yesterday, his second of the season. Very impressive, and he has been gaining consistently, currently at 40 hits. And if he keeps having those multi-hit games, he'll catch up quickly. Takes a called strike. And Rodriguez, the righty, deals again on the outside corner. The count 0-2 now to Stokes. Bonifacio over at first. There's 2 away here in the top of the first. And Stokes stepping up in the back part of the box. Rodriguez deals. Strike number 3. Stokes goes down swinging, and that'll wrap up the top of the first inning. The Fightins get 1 hit, but no runs as they strand a runner on base. We're going to take a short break and be back with the bottom half.
The Reading Fightin Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit ReadySetReadBerks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
Well, here we go into the bottom of the first inning. The Fightins were scoreless in the top half, and they'll send out Josh Perkins on to pitch. He's a 1-0 record with Reading. And he's set to face Green, Kreidler, Torkelson, and Dingler, the same top 4 that they saw yesterday. Perkins deals it downstairs. There's a ball. Steven out and left today after starting as the designated hitter. Miller will be the designated hitter today. Landon in center and Bonifacio in right as Perkins misses outside. Tatum gets the hot corner with Stokes on the other side. Stott and Brito in the middle, the same infield as yesterday. And of course, Rodolfo Duran behind the plate. This time, Green fouls it back, coming over Steven, but he runs out of room as it hits a brick wall. And the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Erie dressed in their Copa uniforms today as Perkins just misses down low. They are black jerseys with many colors at the bottom of the jersey top. They are the piñatas, representing fun and the Latin American culture. Green walks down to first, and nobody out with a base runner on here for Perkins. Here's Ryan Kreidler. The Fightins are in their road grays today. I'm surprised they're not wearing their Copa uniforms as the Los Luchadores stay ready, but quite possible we see them wear it tomorrow, since usually they do so on Fiesta Fridays. Yesterday, Kreidler 0 for 3 with 2 walks. He also grounded in to a double play. Not a lot of hits and offense consecutively for the Erie SeaWolves, and that's kind of where they got tied up. They had runners on, but the Fightin's pitching stopped them short of scoring. And if you can't hit with runners in scoring position, then it doesn't make too much of a difference. Kreidler chasing one down low. And Perkins got him 0-2 right now. The righty looks back at the runner on first. We'll see if he comes home. He does, a swinging strike. And there is out number 1 as Kreidler heads back to the dugout. Perkins notching his first strike out, and that will bring up Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson, of course, also going to the Futures game. He is the number 1 prospect in the Detroit Tigers organization. And he takes a first pitch downstairs. Riley Green, the number 2 prospect, also going to be at the Futures games. A lot of AA Northeast players will be attending. Not always AAA players get to go. A lot of these younger guys who are considered top prospects will go. And a couple guys for their second and even third time. Torkelson taking a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. He was stopped short a little bit yesterday by the Fightin's pitching staff, although he really showcased well in the field. Yesterday didn't record a hit, but did get on with a walk. Perkins getting the sign from Duran. This one comes in where he wanted it, but he does not get Torkelson to chase down and away. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. One comes another ball, so it's a full count here now to Torkelson. Yesterday, the counts on either side went pretty deep the entire game, with Daniel Brito taking a 10-hit at bat, or 10-pitch at bat, I should say. Here, the payoff pitch, deep, high, far, going back, Steven at the wall, and it's over the fence. Spencer Torkelson has a 2-run home run to start things off in the bottom of the first. And that's a big pickup there for Erie and the young prospect. His 4th home run here in AA and his 10th and 11th RBIs on the season. That'll put the SeaWolves, or Piñatas as I should say, up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first with just 1 out. The team is 3-0 in starts made by Josh Perkins. He's gotten a lot of run support, so we'll see if the Fightins can help him by tacking on some runs. His first inning ERA coming into this game was 0, And so obviously increasing, but still very impressive that he did not allow any runs in the first inning, which is a good start to shut down the other team. This ball is grounded by Dingler to Brito over to first, and that's an out number 2. A high fastball there from Perkins induces a strike to Andre Lipsius. Lots of fans out at UMPC Park tonight. After the rain yesterday, it's nice to play in the dryness. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Lipsius. This one grounded and fielded deep in the hole by Bryson Stott all the way across the diamond, showing why he is a top prospect. He makes the out, and that'll be 3 away in the bottom of the first, not before the SeaWolves take a 2-0 lead off of the bat of Spencer Torkelson. We'll take a short break as we head into the second.
Gear up for the Fightin Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the eXp Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. eXp Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Top of the second, the Fightins are down by 2 runs here, and they will turn to Josh Stephen to start them off here. Stephen yesterday, his first triple of the season, that scored a run in the Fightins' 9-run contest. And this ball is sent to left field, and Josh Stephen will start things off in the top of the second with a base hit. He is really on a roll as of late. Things are just clicking for him at the plate. And so a runner on here with nobody out for the Fightins. Rodolfo Duran stepping up to bat. This one down and away. Dingler frames that pitch back up in the zone, and it's a called strike from Velez. 1-1. Duran sends it high up in the sky. It's going to stay in the infield. Kreidler calling everybody off at short. He makes an easy grab. And there's out number 1. Stephen has to stay at first base. Here's McCarthy Tatum, who blasted his 7th of the season yesterday. Looking really good deep in the hole at third base these past few days. Clouds are coming over the ballpark here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The weather seems to be okay in Erie. I know there are severe thunderstorms warnings for later tonight, both here and there. But we'll see how everything fleshes out. Tatum takes 2 straight balls. And now we'll get a called strike from Rodriguez. Currently, it's 73 degrees and overcast in Erie. 9-mile-an-hour winds going out to right field, so it's a good day to be a lefty batter. Tatum pokes it the other way, but it is foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first with just an out. The Fightins trail by 2. Dingler getting the signs from his coach inside the dugout right now. And this one down low is going to be a full count now to MacArthur. He's getting the signs from Sean Williams over at third. And we'll see what goes on here as the Fightins are in an opportunity to play catch-up. Tatum sends this foul, and it's not going to go into the stands, but it's not playable for any of these players. And a fan gets a nice foul ball as it's tossed to him from Lester inside the park. And if that had just dropped a few feet over to the left up the first baseline, it would have been a perfectly placed ball from Tatum, but it doesn't, so we'll do it again on a full count, heading into the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Rodriguez looks down. Here's the payoff pitch. Tatum drills it up the middle. It's going to drop in front of Green. Steven heading over to second. And suddenly there is 2 on and just 1 out for Luke Miller. Miller had the day off yesterday. Today he'll play in the designated hitter spot. Rodriguez kind of leans forward and over, then he sets up straight, his right leg a little bit bent, glove at the waist. He's looking back at Steven, then forward, then back, then forward. Now he'll come home and get a swinging strike out of Luke Miller. Two on, just 1 out here. The Fightins are down by 2 runs. And Miller gets some high heat, but he swings through it. He's 0-2. "26 pitches now for the starter." Look back at Steven. Here's the 0-2 when it's outside. Dingler looking for the strike, but he doesn't get it from Velez, and so we'll continue on. Rodriguez comes in with a 2-0 record, 4.00 ERA. He's through 27 innings and notched 31 strikes, so averaging over a strikeout an inning, which he's continued on so far in this contest. Miller chases one right down the middle, but he's just behind it.
Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the eXp Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. eXp Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fighting Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
This one chopped right up the middle. Kreidler easy out at second, and that'll do the trick to get out of the top of the second scoreless for the SeaWolves. We'll head into the bottom of the second inning when the Fightins will turn to Perkins once again.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones, plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with FirstEnergy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phils players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season.
Well, here we go into the bottom of the second. Perkins comes out with 20 pitches to get through the first, and we will see what he does against Kerry Carpenter. Sends a ball outside. Carpenter 0 for 4 yesterday, but he has been very consistent for the Erie SeaWolves. He sent this one a fly ball to Josh Stephen, and there's one away for Perkins now in the bottom of the second. Perkins has just thrown 14 AA innings. Well, now you can kind of make it 15 and a third. 17 strikeouts in those. Very aggressive pitcher. Gets a strike now to Valent. equivalent, one of 2 batters batting above 300. But Bryson Stott fields his chopper, sends it over to first, and a quick 2 up, 2 down to get through the bottom of the second. Into the top of the third will go if Perkins can record another out off of Josh Lester. Lester's first appearance in this series. He's over at first base today, getting the day off yesterday. An impressive 44 hits for the infielder. And he'll take a ball from Perkins. After that, the number 9 hitter, Drew Ward, pitchers not batting in this series. And on one hand, it's nice because that gives another player room to play each and every game. But on the other hand, the Fightins have some pretty solid batters in their pitchers, and usually they've been able to get the other pitchers down from opposing teams out a little bit easier than they do. Will this remain playable for Josh Stephen coming in? He makes the catch on the run. 3 up, 3 down go the SeaWolves into the third. Erie leads by 2.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
All right, well, it's very, very windy here in Reading. We're about to get hit with some monster thunderstorms. I can see over the mountains. That flag out in center field is just fully up in the wind. And nothing happening in Erie, I'm told, which is good. That the team is away right now. They'll get to play the game, and hopefully great weather will return for the Fightins when they get back here to FirstEnergy Stadium. Daniel Brito starting things off in the third. He takes a swinging strike. It's 0-1. Brito struck out in 3 pitches on his first at-bat. The Fightins no runs on 3 hits. Erie 2 runs on 1 hit, which was that homer by Torkelson in the first. Brito with a 1-2 count right now. Here's the offering by Rodriguez. He chases the fastball upstairs, fouls it back. Now, the SeaWolves have recently renovated their park at UMPC, and so it looks really nice from the angle that I have on it just through the TV monitor. But I will be down there tomorrow to call the games live for you from the ballpark Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll be able to give you a better assessment of what's going on. Brito slices a ball up the first baseline. It's fair. It goes all the way into the corner. He's headed for two as Carpenter fields it deep in the hole. The cutoff throw to the second baseman Lipsius, and Daniel Brito with a triple to start off the top of the third puts himself in a very good position here, his second triple of the season. And he seems a little roughed up there, but he's laughing with Sean Williams, and that's a good sign as the lead-off hitter puts himself in scoring position to start off the top of the third for Bryson Stott. Now, Elvin Rodriguez is the Tigers' number 30 prospect. As I was telling you guys yesterday, they have a boatload of top prospects. They have 8, 4 of which are in the top 5. Stott takes a first pitch strike. All he's got to do is pump something deep into the outfield that will allow Brito to score. He's a pretty solid runner. Couple of Phillies t-shirts behind the plate. That's what we like to see. Stott takes a called strike. Again, it's 0-2. Bryce Harper just hit a solo home run. The Phillies are tied with the Marlins 1-1. And of course, Bryson Stott, a big friend of Harper's. 0 balls and 2 strikes right now. Stott, the lefty batter's box, he takes a ball upstairs. Here's the 1-2 now. Stott gets tied up with his hands inside, but he's able to foul it back. So the count remains 1-2 here to Bryson Stott with Brito on third. And Stott holds off on a ball in the dirt. A nice block there by Dingler behind the plate. And that'll keep Brito on third. You know he's going on anything possible, especially if the ball gets past Dingler. It's quite a big backstop behind the catcher. I would say probably about the equivalent in Reading, but the difference is they have these dirt paths up to the dugout from the plate. Bryson Stott strikes out swinging, and there's out number 1. Jorge Bonifacio will be up to bat. So they've got these cutouts walking from the dugout to the plate, and they also have a cutout behind the plate with their logo. So if you've been to our ballpark where it says FirstEnergy Stadium behind the plate, they have that as well, but it's cut out with dirt, and then of course the warning track back right against the backstop. So it's about the same difference, but it's cut different. Bonifacio crushes one deep to left field. Brito should be able to tag. We'll see as it's caught by Valente. Brito cruising home. Here's the play at the plate. Nothing. And Daniel Brito scores on a sacrifice fly from Bonifacio. A big pickup there. The Fightins trail by just 1 run now in the top of the third. Madison Stokes now with 2 away, and there's nobody on. Checking in some other scores around the league. Clearwater played a noon game today. They lost 13-4 to St. Lucie, but they play a doubleheader tomorrow. 2 7-inning games beginning at 4. Madison Stokes deep in the hole at short. It's Kreidler, but he ends up eating it, and it'll be a base hit for Madison Stokes now with 2 outs. And a nice hit deep in the hole. Kreidler probably for the best, just keeping that instead of throwing it away and allowing Stokes to cruise it further. So here's Josh Steven. He swings and misses at a pitch down low. Steven reached on a base hit back in the second, already getting another at-bat here in the third. And there's a runner on first now with 2 outs. Fightins have cut the lead down to 1. Steven holds off on a pitch upstairs. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws trail to Hudson Valley by a run. It's the end of the second. And the Iron Pigs in Lehigh Valley and Buffalo tied at 0. Top of the third there. Matt Vierling up to bat. And the Phillies, of course, they're tied 1-1 with the Marlins thanks to Bryce Harper. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Josh Steven. Here's the pitch from Rodriguez. Grounded. Is it going to get in the hole? No, it's stopped by Lipsius over to first, deep at second. And that'll do the trick. The Fightins score 1 off the bat of Bonifacio. It is 2-1 going into the bottom of the third.
From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Patanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Well, bottom of the third, Perkins coming back out after the Fightins chopped into the 2-0 lead. It's 2-1 now, and the Erie SeaWolves still trying to get through their order around once. Drew Ward will be the number 9 hitter. He'll lead it off against Perkins. It only took him 8 pitches to sit down Erie 1-2-3 back in the second. We'll see what he can do now, but the first pitch, a swinging strike from Ward, so that's a good start. If you notice, Perkins is wearing 23 now. He started the season off as number 50. When he came to AA, that was the only number available. This one grounded foul, and it's 0-2. The lower numbers are smaller sized jerseys, and when you got a lot of players on the team, what happens is, I know it seems like all these jerseys are available because you're really only dressing 28 guys at a time, but what happens is when a guy goes up and we think it might be only for a little bit, we've already sewed their nameplate on the back, and so we don't want to undo it and then make the seamstress redo it. So we try not to give away that jersey until we're sure that the player is done here. So a lot of jerseys are kept with other nameplates on the back, and even more than that, when the team travels, they don't bring a ton of jerseys with them on the road. Perkins gets a fly ball from Ward. It's caught by Landon out in center, and that's out number 1. 6 batters sat in a row by the starter, back to the top of the order for Riley Green. And so there really aren't that many jerseys left, so a lot of the players that come mid-season, especially if they join the team on the road, are stuck with higher numbers. So Perkins was stuck with 50, and then when some jerseys were freed up, when we were sure, or some other guys got called up and we knew it was for good, he was able to take a lower slot, so he transitioned to 23, so he's got a jersey that fits him a little bit better now and a number that he prefers more. So that's how that process works. A ball and a strike now to Riley Green. Green walked and scored on a home run in the first inning. So someone like Matt Vierling, when he got called up, we were pretty sure that he was going to be up there for good, whether it's with Lehigh Valley or the big club. And a strike foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So his number became available. We unsewed the nameplate on the back, and eventually that number went to Logan Landon, so his nameplate is sewed on the back. Pitch is outside to Green, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Green fouls another one back. This pops off the railing and heads back into the field, but it's still foul. Lots of fans up in the concourse area on the SeaWolves deck. I can see lots of standing room. And the 2-2 outside, it's going to be a full count to the Star. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Erie, 2 runs on 1 hit. Reading, 1 run on 5 hits. Yesterday, both teams left double-digit runners on the base paths. Tough when you get a lot of guys on, but they can't come around and score. Green ends up walking for the 2nd time today, and so there'll be a runner on with just 1 out for Ryan Kreidler. A fun fact about the month of June back in 2004 was the Ryan Howard month here in the Eastern League. He was Player of the Month for June. And there he had 15 home runs, 10 doubles, 43 RBIs, and 28 runs scored just in the month of June. That sounds like a full season for some people. He ended June with a .386 batting average. One of the most prolific months for any player in Reading history, and truly went on to be one of the Phillies' greats. This one sent up the middle. Can they get a double play? Bryson Stott steps on second unassisted. He'll fire over to first, and that'll wipe the base pass out number 3 for Josh Perkins, and we go into the 4th inning. Reading down just a run.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Well, pretty evenly matched for the pitchers right now. 44 pitches for Perkins to get out of 48 for Rodriguez, and he'll start it off against Rodolfo Duran here in the fourth. The Fightins adding a run in the third thanks to a sacrifice fly for Bonifacio. That plated Daniel Brito. Duran takes 2 straight balls. They're popping out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. The Phillies are up 4-1 over the Marlins after 2. And Duran on a 4-pitch walk heads down to first. So this will be the 3rd inning in a row that the Fightins start off their half with a base runner. And here's McCarthy Tatum now with a runner on first and nobody out. Tatum had a single back in the second. Swing and a miss. He's 0-2 right now. Tatum staying alive. He'll foul one back. Rodriguez leaning over. Seems like the wind's starting to pick up in Erie, perhaps. He'll stand up. Outside part of the plate is Dingler with his glove. Instead, a pickoff attempt to first. Duran really just a step or two off the bag. Doesn't really have to do much to get back. And here we go now with the 0-2. The pitch is in the dirt, kept in front of him by Dingler. And he does a really good job with not allowing balls to get past him. He does not do the one leg out position that some of these catchers have been adding. Duran often doesn't. Connolly, Matera, and Fitch often did. And I don't know if that makes a difference for him, but it works well for Dingler because he doesn't allow a lot of balls to get past him. Tatum fouls another pitch back, and it's still 1-2. And he chases a pitch in the dirt. That'll be strike number 3. That one bounced before the plate and just caught up Tatum. So there's out number 1. With the runner on first, they'll turn to Luke Miller. Miller takes a first pitch ball. The Fightins have been battling back the past month. They've been having a solid June comparatively to the month of May, and they had a lot to work back from, but they've been playing very great baseball as of late. They're 15-9 in the month of June as it wraps up today. So They'll hopefully go 16-9 today, the last day of June. Miller pops this one up in foul territory. Lester coming over. He makes the catch right in front of the stance, and that'll be out number 2. Tomorrow, July 1st, and I almost cannot believe it that we've made it to July already. 7:05 game all throughout the rest of the week, concluding on July 4th, which is a Sunday. Sure, they've got a lot planned at UMPC Park, and then the Fightins return home. Landon takes a called strike right down the middle. There's a runner on first as Duran walked to begin the inning, but there's 2 outs now for Lester. The longest outing for Landon as of yet has been 5 1/3 innings of work. He's trying to get out of the 4th right now, and he sends a ball low to Logan Landon, 2-1. A little roughed up in his last couple of outings in June. Started off the season much cleaner and has had a tough time as of late. In June, he's allowed batters to hit 303 off of him, and in May, it was 123. He's done 3 straight balls here to Landon, so it's 3-1. If the number 9 hitter can get on, we'd be back with Daniel Brito, 2 runners on. This one sent chopping up third baseline, but it's foul. On the opposing side, the longest that Perkins has gone has been 6 innings of work. He was the first Fightin to do so. Usually they'll see him around a full 4, depending on his pitch count. And so we'll have to see what happens at his last outing. Struggled a little bit in 4 innings of work, 9 hits, 6 runs, but he struck out 6. Other than that, has been pretty clean as of late. Landon sends this one out into center field, going back at the warning track green, and that will do it in the top of the 4th. We'll see if Perkins comes out for the bottom half.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Perkins going to start it off against Spencer Torkelson. He'll come inside for a ball. Into the bottom of the 4th we go. Erie with a 1-run lead. Torkelson had those 2 runs in the 1st with a bullet out to left field. His 4th home run of the season. And he'll take another ball from Perkins. 45 pitches right now. Perkins kicks and fires, and he'll get a foul ball out of Torkelson, 3-1. This one grounded in the hole. A diving stock comes up with it, and he's going to have to hold on to it as it is very, very deep. Probably kind of the same play that we saw Kreidler make in the last half inning. When it's hit that far in the hole, you know that no matter how well you throw it, it's not going to get there in time. And instead of rushing the throw and missing the play, sending it into the outfield, doing something you're going to regret, sometimes it's just better to hold on to it securely. And so Torkelson will start things off for a base hit in the 4th. Here's Dylan Dingler. Takes a called strike inside. This one to 5, 4, 3. Do they get the double play? And they get him. The Fightins turn their 2nd double play here in the game to erase the runners on the base pass. A tough turn, too, as that ball was not hit sharply by Dingler, but it was in the shortstop part of 3rd base. Tatum picked it up, sent it to Burrito, who sent it over to Stokes, and a big pickup to erase the base pass on 1 pitch for Jack Perkins. Now he's got 2 outs, nobody on. He'll face Andre Lipsius. The Fightins trail by just a run, and these are huge come-ups for the defense to keep them in this game. Lipsius takes 2 balls inside. Three and one now as Perkins gets a called strike, looking to get out of the bottom of the 4th quickly. Got some good defense behind him. And the 3-1 now lofted into the outfield. It's going to drop in front of Landon as he hustles in for it. It'll be a base hit for Lipsius now with 2 away, and Kerry Carpenter up the bat. The rain has started to fall here in Reading. Lightning and thunder overhead. Don't you guys just love that sound, especially after a week of weather in the 90s, and today it hit 101 degrees. It'll be nice to have some rain to cool things off, and of course our groundskeeper Dirt, I think, a little bit happy about that it will soak the field while the team's away, and it will get some much needed water. He's been doing everything he can, but there's only so much you could do with a hose and some sprinklers, and a good douse of rain ought to help. Carpenter takes a called strike, 0-1 with a runner on first. 1 ball, 1 strike here. The righty on lefty matchup, but sent down the middle and fouled back. A big shift here on Carpenter, of course. Stott to the right of second. Tatum covering all of the left part of the infield. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Downstairs in the Duran, checking his swing, pointing at, trying to find where the third base umpire is, and points down to third. He's not there, points to the middle of the park. That's where he is, covering second base. Carpenter now with the 2-2. Perkins looking to get out of this inning cleanly. There's a runner on first, and there's 2 outs. Here's the offering, grounded sharply. Daniel Brito on the 1 hop over to first, and that'll do the trick as Perkins gets out of the 4th cleanly. The Erie SeaWolves still up by 1 as we head into the 5th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices, from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Well, Velez will dust off the plate and we'll head into the 5th. Daniel Brito, the leadoff batter. I know he's the leadoff batter, but he's also led off for the 3rd time in today's game, which I feel like is atypical. Obviously, the guy who leads off, it's his job to get on base, but they also, in minor leagues, typically put the guys they want to see more opportunities to hit in the top of the order. That way they come up more often. Usually Daniel Brito getting 5 at-bats a game, and he sends one the opposite way into left field, and he'll lead off the 5th with a base hit. That is the 4th inning in the row that the Fightins have led off with a hit, and hopefully it'll allow some runs for them. Daniel Brito notching another 2-hit game for him. He is absolutely unstoppable. More multi-hit games than he's had no-hit games. So we'll have to see what the Fightins can make of this. Bryson Stott up at the plate, takes a ball and then a strike. Here's the offering right down the middle. 1-2. Stott sends it into the stadium. Another foul ball back. 73 pitches now from Rodriguez. Still hitting the mid to low 90s though. And here's the offering. It's upstairs. A good hold by Stott. Dingler is looking really great behind the plate. He is a highly touted prospect. He's number 4. And you could tell why, because he has such soft hands. And what I mean by that is when he gets the ball into his glove, he receives it rather than trying to get to come to it. Bryson Stott will ground into a double play, 6-4-3 in your books. That'll erase the runner on the base pass, and there'll be 2 outs now for Jorge Bonifacio. So instead of trying to grab at the ball, he lets it come to him. And because of this, he is able to try to put it in the spot that he wanted it to go to and get the call from the umpire. Whereas if you're grabbing at the ball, it's very obvious where the pitch came in. You'll see Duran do that as well. Also has a pretty good arm and a quick pop time, I'm told. Very accurate. Bonifacio deep to center field, going back green, and that'll end up being a 1-2-3 inning for the SeaWolves. Although Daniel Brito led things off with a base hit, the Fightins will strand a runner and will go into the bottom of the 5th in just a second.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Perkins leading off here to John Valent, who fouls back the first pitch he sees. 62 pitches now for Perkins in 4 innings of work, only notched 1 strikeout, and we'll see what he's inducing, mainly ground balls. So far, he's gotten 2 double plays off the bat. Valente goes for a bunt, but it goes right back to Perkins onto Stokes, and that's out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th. Erie, 2 runs on 3 hits. Reading, 1 run on 6 hits. Nobody's made an error in the field. And here's Josh Lester, the number 8 hitter. Then it'll be Drew Ward. Foul ball off of Lester. It's 0-2. So far in the game, Lester flew out to left. Just the second at bat for the 7, 8, and 9 guys, and Lester strikes out swinging a big K, pick up his second of the game for Perkins, out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. And as I was saying, these guys just getting their second at bat in the game in the 5th inning. So if Perkins and whoever comes out of the bullpen continues to go this route, these guys will only be getting 3 at bats per the game, whereas it looks like Daniel Brito 4, possibly 5. Outside now to Drew Ward. 1 ball, no strikes. Ward flew out center in his first at-bat. Can't tell the bullpens, but usually the SeaWolves let their starters go deep. And of course, Rodriguez has only held the Fightins to 1 run right now. 6 hits though, but he stopped him short from coming home. 2 balls, no strikes here to Ward, and he ropes one down the first baseline foul into the picnic area. Three balls, 1 strike here to Ward. Perkins has 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, trying to get out of this inning cleanly and quickly. And he's going to take a mound visit from Duran. They're going to go over what pitch they want to see. Right down the middle comes the pitch, and it's sent high in the sky. Coming in Landon, and he makes the can of corn catch in shallow center field. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Perkins to get out of the 5th, and into the top of the 6th we go. The Fightins are down by just 1 run.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mao Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Madison Stokes is going to lead us off in the top of the 6th against Elvin Rodriguez. He's made it through 5 pretty clean. He struck out 5 Fightins batters on 76 pitches, just allowed 1 earned run across the board. But Stokes will try to have something to say about it. His first pitch from Rodriguez down in the dirt. He's 1 for 2 today with a base hit in the 3rd, but was stranded on the path. And he takes the first pitch ball. Three straight balls now coming into Madison Stokes, and the Fightins have had 4 straight innings where they've landed the first batter on the base paths. Stokes hoping to do the same, but he'll take a called strike on the outside part of the plate. It's 3-1. This one fouled back, and Rodriguez has worked himself back from a 3-0 count now to full. Setting up in the righty batter's box here is Madison Stokes. He grounds out to the third baseman all the way across the diamond, goes Torkelson, and that'll be out number 1 in the top of the 6th. Do a quick affiliate check for you guys, see how it's going on across the board. Philly's still up 4-1, end of 3 against the Miami Marlins. Over at Jersey Shore, they trail by 3 runs to Hudson Valley. They're in the top of the 5th, and the Iron Pigs are 2 down to the Buffalo Bison. They're in the bottom of the 4th, so all these games still early on. As the Fightins head into the mid to back part of the game, it's Josh Stephen up at the plate. He takes a called strike, times 2. And it'll be 0-2. Nobody on here in the top of the 6th. There is an out. Looks much nicer in Erie over the camera than it does in Reading right now. Steven up the first baseline. It's going to drop in right field next to Carpenter, bouncing all the way to the wall. He has to play it off. And Steven with a sliding double gets in scoring position here in the 6th. That is his 5th double of the season. He's all over the place with the extra base hits. And he will get on scoring position with just an out here in the top of the 6th for Rodolfo Duran. Mid-80 pitches now for Elvin Rodriguez. I can only imagine this will be his final inning of work, if he's able to get through it. The Fightins took 2 of 4 games when Erie played here at FirstEnergy Stadium. That was the first series of the season. They took a game last night, so it is 3-4 right now. If they win tonight, they'll even up the series at 4. Duran fouls one back. He's down 0-2. Of course, 4 more games in the 6-game set out at UMPC Park. Duran with a really open stance, I've noted lately, and what I mean by that is his left leg is much outside of his right leg planted back in the box. A wild pitch now by Rodriguez gets away from Dingler. That's the first time I've really seen a pitch get away from Dingler. And over to third is Steven. Pretty impressive now. He's in scoring position, and he represents the tying run in this game as the Fightins are only down by 1. If Duran can put anything in the outfield now with just an out, Steven can knot this up at 2. So imagine Duran now in the righty batter's box as he sends one high in the sky. I'm not sure it's going to be deep enough for Steven to score because it's in shallow center field and he has to stay on third, which was the right call as the ball comes in very quickly. So that'll be out number 2 for McCarthy Tatum. We can talk about his stance the next time he gets up to bat. Rodriguez sets up on the third base side of the rubber. He's got 2 away right now. And here's McCarthy Tatum, his 90th pitch, in for a swinging strike. This one sent up the third base line. Steven coming home. He crosses the plate, and the throw is no good. It gets off the line. It pulls the first baseman Lester off the line. And safe at first is McCarthy Tatum. And they both do the right thing by hustling Stephen Holm and Tatum to first, and that ties up the ball game at 2. And man, that shows you how important it is to run out every single play, because you never know what's going to happen. And they're going to call that a single, so not anything on Torkelson. And I imagine the manager coming in now to take Rodriguez out of the game. Almost their third out to get out of the inning, and they take the ball from the starter as he reaches 91 pitches. We'll take a short break for the pitching change and see who comes in the 6th. We're all tied up at 2.
Baseball Town Charities is a non-profit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading, so youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game teaches. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities throughout the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charity also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Well, Billy Lesher comes in to replace the starter Rodriguez. He is responsible for the runner on first still, so his line is not closed, but he does get through 5 2/3 innings of work. And the score is tied up at 2-all for Luke Miller up at the plate. He does have a runner on first, and since they're in the swing of things, hopefully he can top them off with another run to take the lead. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Lesher, the righty, deals Miller a late swing, 1-2. Lesher starting the season back with Erie on opening day. He's in 16 1/3 innings of work, allowing 16 runs on 21 hits. Here's the 1-2. Way outside, nice pop-up by Dingler. It's 2-2. Now he does have Double-A experience in the past, as he's played in Erie in part of 2019. Here's the 2-2. Miller on the inside, over to second, on to first, and that'll do the trick, but not before McCarthy Tatum, ties things up at 2. And we'll go into the bottom of the 6th. Here's to hoping we have Josh Perkins.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition.
When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years, creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
And provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R-Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Reading Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Well, it will be Jack Perkins who comes out here in the bottom of the sixth. We're all tied up at 2 right now, so it's getting heated in Erie, Pennsylvania, and he'll face off against the top of the order with Riley Green. Now, he sat down the SeaWolves 1-2-3 back in the 5th. 6 complete innings of work is his longest outing. So we'll see if he can tie that by making it through this half inning, and he sends a swinging strike into Green. Green has reached twice today, both on walks. One time he scored a run, one time he was a part of a double play, and now he'll take a ball, 1-1. Perkins would love to sit down the SeaWolves right now as he gets a foul ball off of Green, 1-2, since they just tied up the game, and when they come and knocked out the starter, when they come back to bat, they'll be at the number 9 hitter and then back to the top of the order. Green takes a ball, 2-2. This one sent deep to left field. Josh Steven coming over, tracking the ball, and he makes the catch, 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Perkins really a guy that puts the ball into play with weak contact, lots of grounders and flyouts, because he's aggressive and attacking hitters. They're chasing stuff that they really can't do damage with on the edge of the zone, and tying a lot of guys up with the inside pitches. Hands getting caught up, turning them over, and they kind of roll over on the ball. Kreidler takes the first pitch strike. This one sent out to left center field. It drops in front of Landon, who backhands it, sends it in quickly. And the throw to second. They tag him out, trying to take second. Landon with the outfield assist into Daniel Brito. And Ryan Kreidler could have easily just taken a single, but he's thrown out trying to take 2. And that's a quick out for the Fightins. 2 away now in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll see if they record that a single and then out on the throw, and they do. So it is a base hit, but then you can put 8-4 in your books as he's out trying to take second. A called strike into Spencer Torkelson, who's been on base twice with a single and a home run. That scored the only 2 runs so far for the SeaWolves. And he fouls off the next pitch he sees back into Duran behind the plate, but he seems all right. Here's the 0-2 from Perkins. Down low, bouncing in the dirt. And it's 1-2. Nobody on the base pass. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And we're all tied up at 2 as we merge into the back half of this game. And that'll do it as Spencer Torkelson called out on strikes. Another 1-2-3 inning for Jack Perkins. And the Fightins retain the tie as we head into the top of the 7th. We're knotted at 2.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Lesher comes out for another inning of work after capping off the last out in the bottom of the 6th. And he'll take on Logan Landon with a called strike. Starting to get really dark here in Reading as the sun is set and the light is almost gone at FirstEnergy Stadium. Out in Erie, seems like the sunset is a little bit later. Landon chases one way upstairs, and he's down 0-2. Stadium lights really bright in Erie. I'll see if I get a shot of the outfield sometime soon. Here's the 0-2. Landon fouls one back. If you joined me on the broadcast yesterday, you'll remember our spider friend on the center field camera. It looks like I wasn't the only person to see that, as Erie's broadcasters noted it as well. But he's not here today. Kept us company yesterday, but can't say I'm not grateful he's not back today. Landon, down 0-2, fouls off the next pitch he sees to stay alive. Tie ball game here. Lots of hits, but a light scoring day. The Fightins 2 runs on 8 hits. The SeaWolves 2 runs on 4 hits. We're in the top of the 7th inning, though. And this one downstairs to Landon. So he'll chase upstairs, but he won't usually chase down in the dirt. And that's something that I'm sure Lesher is well aware. And a called strike 3 is Landon kicking himself for not swinging on that pitch as it grazes the bottom of the zone. That'll be out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. Then we'll head to Daniel Brito, the top of the order. 2 for 3 with a triple and a single. And I'll take a first pitch ball. The final line coming in on their starter, Rodriguez. He had a solid go-around, 5 2/3, 8 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts, as Rito fouls one back. For a total of 91 pitches. Lesher came in, got the final out of the 6th. Rito lofts one up, going back, the shortstop, but it's going to be the center fielder, Green, that calls him off. A quick out, number 2 in the top of the 7th. Bryson Stott, still looking for his first hit of the afternoon, heads up to the plate, trying to break this tied ball game. A ball missing just outside. Stott able to hold off. And here's a pitch upstairs. It's a swinging strike. So Stott will head to Colorado to play in that Futures game along with a couple of prospects for the SeaWolves. They'll go down to Colorado on July 11th. Play in the 7-inning exhibition game that'll air on MLB Network. It'll be sandwiched with the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby as Stott chases a pitch outside. It's 1-2. A lot of guys who go on and to play that game become major league superstars. And it's always exciting to see really good talent. Stott sends this one high in the sky coming in. Green, is anyone able to get to it? Green gets it on the run in shallow left center field. This time he goes the opposite way. A 1-2-3 inning for the reliever in Lesher. And we'll take a break as we stretch in the middle of the 7th inning. Coming in for the bottom half as he's set to pitch for Reading.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular game tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza stage. Fightin' Phil's fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at FirstEnergy Stadium, the Stadium's 61 dugout suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
Well, Perkins, with a very solid start, puts the Fightins in a really good position here heading into the bottom of the 7th as he hands the ball over to Yuris Zabala. Perkins going 6 strong, 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts, and those runs just came in the 1st, and then he really settled in against the SeaWolves. Dylan Dingler is going to start things off. Yuris Zabala took the win in his first AA appearance in that walk-off game in the 11th. Zabala pitches a strike to Dingler. He allowed a 3-run home run, but ended up striking out the side. And then the Fightins put up a 7th spot in the bottom half, and they went on to take the win. So Zabala was slated in the win position, and he got his first in Double-A, just the second player to do it, I believe. I want to say Taylor Lehman was the first this season. But he's got Dingler down 0 for 2 right now, and he gets him to ground sharply to McCarthy Tatum at third. A perfect throw across the diamond, and there's one away in relief. Perkins pitching for 82 pitches. Solid start to go 6 strong. They'll turn to Zabala for 1 or 2 and then get someone to close it out. Marconi got his 4th save of the season yesterday. Not sure who they'll put in today, depending on what happens with some offense. Could change the script. Andre Lipsius up, takes the ball downstairs. He goes to chase one. He checks his swing. Does he go around? No. Lipsius 1 for 2. Zabala got the start in Jersey Shore and then transitioned to the Fightins last series when they brought 3 other pitchers up. He came up along with Santos and Nick Lackney. Santos getting the start later in the series. Swing and a miss from Lipsius, and that puts him 2 balls, 2 strikes right now. Phillies still up 4-2, slow rolling game. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Jersey Shore down by 3 to Hudson Valley. They're in the bottom of the 6th. This one is fouled back by Lipsius, and it's a full count now with 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Still tied at 2. The Fightins, though, 8 hits over Erie's 4. Zabala, here's the payoff pitch, and it's down low. He's going to walk Lipsius. And the Iron Pigs trail by 3 after 5 against the Buffalo Bison. That game being played at Trenton Thunder, who are hosting the AAA team, while the Big League Club plays at their facility in Buffalo. Kerry Carpenter up at the plate. Zabala sets up to Duran. Instead, he goes over to first with the pickoff attempt, but nothing happens there. The righty puts his left leg outside and back. His right knee is bent. Now he kicks and fires all power home, and he comes inside. This one upstairs, a nice pop-up by Duran to not let it get past him. Every run counts now. They're tied at 2. And you don't want to let anyone get it into scoring position. Now, the Fightins have got 2 pretty impressive double plays tonight, though. That was when Perkins, who is a ground ball, low contact pitcher, I'll say, was in the game. Zabala, more of a high strikeout guy. He gets a chopper off of Carpenter, goes backwards, though, and it's foul. 2-1. Again, another pickoff attempt over to first by Zabala. Stokes ready at the bag, holding him on, but nothing to show for it. Not a big shift on here for the lefty Carpenter. I can see Stott in the frame just a little bit, and I can tell he's on the right side of or the left side of the infield, I should say. A sunset happening in the background at UMPC Park. They are probably, I would say, about 30 minutes behind us, sunset-wise. It's pretty dark here in Reading, and not at all so in Erie, although the lights are on. And a nice cotton candy sky in the background. Carpenter fouls one off, and Zabala has him a strike away from 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. A ground ball, Daniel Brito. Over to Stokes, out number 2. That'll shift Lipsius, though, into scoring position, and the go-ahead run is now at second with 2 outs for Valent. Valent 0 for 2, the ground out. Up and in, he hits him in the elbow, and it gets away from Perkins, so over to third, or excuse me, it gets away from Duran, so over to third goes Lipsius, and there will be, they're going to say that just hit his bat, actually, not him, which I guess better that he's not hurt. So runner on third, and that'll go in as a wild pitch. Zabala good with the covering as he backed up Duran. Lipsius does not try to come home, and he's on third. This one lofted over the head of Daniel Brito. That'll score a run as in comes Lipsius off the bat of Valente. It is 3-2 now. Leading is the Erie SeaWolves with 2 outs in the 7th. Here's Josh Lester. And Lester gets a called strike from Zabala. Zabala now going to first with the pickoff attempt. The righty has to completely turn his body around to see the runner on first, and instead of doing that, he's going to actually throw it over. But Stokes really holding on the runner, Valent. Trying to keep this a 1-run game. The Fightins have chipped away at the lead, battling back, and they'll look to do so with 2 more innings left to work with in the 8th and the 9th. High fastball upstairs, they throw down to second. Stott can't hold on to it. It dribbles back. I believe that it was a strike, a swinging strike. So 0-2 now as Valent gets himself into scoring position. I believe that's just going to go down a stolen base. That's Valent's 9th steal of the season. Pretty impressive. Zabala just a strike away from getting out of this half inning. Kicks, fires, and he got him. Down on strikes with a fastball in the dirt. And that'll do it, but the Erie SeaWolves take the lead. It is 3-2 going into the top of the 8th.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $18. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. Selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
Lesher will hand the ball over to Erison Moreno for the top of the 8th inning. Lesher, with an inning and a third, 1 strikeout on 18 pitches, held the Fightins down, and the SeaWolves take a 1-0 lead, a 3-2 lead. I don't know where I'm at, all over the place. 3-2 lead off the bat of Valent. And leading things off is going to be Bonifacio, then Madison Stokes and Steven, a perfect part of the order to tie things back up. Bonifacio takes a called strike. Reading playing catch-up this entire game so far, but their pitching has held them in, and the bats going to work today. 2 runs off 8 hits. Erie's 3 runs off 5 hits. Bonifacio fouls one back. He's 0-2. Oh, and 2 still here to Bonifacio. He's fouled a couple back now. And he's had a single and a sacrifice fly so far in the contest. Moreno kicks and fires. It's downstairs. Bonifacio lofts one deep into left field. Coming over Valent. He dives. He's not able to make the catch. Heading for second is Bonifacio, and he'll be in with a stand-up double to start things off in the top of the 8th. His 8th double of the season, and he is racking up these extra base hits, smiling out on second. He's looked really phenomenal as of late. I actually kind of have a funny story about that, so I gotta go back in my notes to see exactly when that was before I tell the story. Oh, I found the day. It was on June 24th. So the morning of the 24th, I run into Bonifacio in the concourse area. As Madison Stokes steps up, he takes a ball. And he was he had like a hot pack on his neck, and he was kind of rubbing his neck. And I was like, oh, what's going on there? And he's like, oh, just my neck's a little bothering me. And I'm like, oh, is that why you're not in the lineup today? Like, is that why you're getting a rest day? Because I noticed he wasn't in the lineup, and pretty much in it every single day. But, you know, guys get a rest day here and there, so natural thought of mine. And he looks me in the eye, and he's like, no, it's because I'm playing poorly. And I thought it was really self-aware for him to say that and recognize the situation. And ever since then, he's played out of this world, honestly. He's been really solid in the past series, and I like that he had the confidence and the awareness to say that, and he wasn't shying away from it, and he's really been able to turn it around these past week or so, and I'm really happy for him here as he's on second now, and it is a 2-2 count to Madison Stokes. Bonifacio representing the tying run on second. Stokes the go-ahead run at the plate. We're in the top of the eighth, so we're winding down. The Fightins have 6 outs left here in the ball game. Moreno, the 2-2, just misses. It's a full count here to Stokes. Moreno leaning over, getting the sign from Dingler behind the plate. 6 foot 218. Honestly, he looks a lot taller than 6 foot, and he gets Stokes to chase down and away. So that's out number 1 here. Bonifacio remains on second for Josh Stephen. Stephen, a 2-hit day with a run scored. Moreno sends one low. A nice frame by Dingler, but he doesn't get the call. It's 1-0. Bonifacio still out on second. He's had another 2-hit day. A lot of guys. Brito, Bonifacio, Stephen, Tatum. Multi-hit games. Stephen fouls one back. Again, it's 1-1. Lots of fans still staying at the ballpark. Obviously, an intense game. And even though it's been low scoring, it's actually been super exciting. Moreno on the third base side of the rubber. The righty deals downstairs, and he gets Stephen to chase the same way he got Stokes out. It's 1-2. Brito taking a nice lead off of second. Stephen with his bat on his left shoulder. Calls time, steps out as Moreno taking quite a while to step on the mound. This one fouled all the way back. Nothing anyone could do about it as it hits the concourse, and Stephen will stay alive. One ball, 2 strike here to Josh Stephen. With a runner on second. Here's the pitch. It's down low. It gets way away from Dingler all the way back to the backstop. Bonifacio easily at third, and that changes this whole thing. With just one away, all Stephen has to do is put it deep into the outfield, and Bonifacio can knot this thing right back up. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Gotta put it in play in the outfield. Or a base hit, that works too. Here's the 2-2 and a called strike to get out Josh Stephen. There'll be 2 away now for Rodolfo Duran. Duran still looking for his first hit of the game, but he's got a runner on third and 2 outs to do it. Bonifacio taking a nice lead off of third. Obviously, he's going to go on anything with 2 outs. The righty, Moreno, has a good look at him, but he's not really focusing on the runner. He's focusing on Duran, who he gets a called strike and a foul off of. It is 0-2. The Fightin's threatening here to tie it up in the top of the 8th. Erie, the home team, bats last, so the Fightins will have, after this inning, 3 more outs to make it happen. And the 0-2 to Duran. Here's the pitch. He sends it up the middle. It's fielded by the second baseman and over to first. That'll be out number 3, and the Fightins will strand a runner on third. They're down by a run, but Erie gets to bat next as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning at UMPC Park.
Shots Electric has been in business 45 years. Tompkins Vist Bank does everything for us, from our banking to our insurance. They provided us new ideas and solutions. For example, remote deposit. It's very convenient because it's 24/7. I'm confident Tompkins Vist will be with us in the future.
Tompkins Vist Bank and Tompkins Insurance. Service, stability, strength. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Tompkins Insurance products are not FDIC insured and are not bank guaranteed.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yingling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Vist Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Bottom of the 8th, we do have a pitching change. Jonathan Hennigan coming in to replace Zavala. Zavala gave up that go-ahead run in the 7th, and so the Fightins will turn to Hennigan to try to get through the bottom of the 8th and potentially the 9th, though we have to see how it's going. The Fightins are down a run right now, so Hennigan's job is to get them down so the Fightins can get back up to bat in the top of the 9th. He's going to face off against the number 9 hitter in Drew Ward, and then back to the top of the order. Now Hennigan's been very successful as of late, and we'll look for him to continue on that solid path. He sends in a ball to Ward. Ward fouls it back, and it is 1-1. This one a slow roller, Stott bare hands across the diamond, and the split from Stokes gets him. And man, they have been flashing some leather there on the base pass, although Stott did it without any leather. But Stokes with the split, and they get a big out to lead off the bottom of the 8th. And that wouldn't have been anyone's fault if they couldn't make the out. It was just so slow off of the bat. And that will bring us back to the top of the order with Riley Green. This one, a foul ball. Steven coming over, but he runs out of room as it bounces in the concourse 1-1. Hennigan just has 2 more outs to go. He pitches one low, and it is 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes now as Green swings and misses. Here's the offering by Hennigan. This one to Daniel Brito. He backhands it from his butt again over to Stokes. And they do it twice in a row. Fantastic defensive play. That's the second sitting down throw we've seen from Daniel Brito this season. And it's a good thing he did it there because hustling down the line was Green. And he wouldn't have had time to stand up. 2 huge outs for the Fightins in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Ryan Kreidler. Some dry lightning going on over the mountains in Reading, and Kreidler swings on the first pitch he sees. It's going to drop in front of Josh Steven. That'll be a base hit with 2 outs for Spencer Torkelson. Hennigan facing the #1 prospect deals. He gets a perfect called strike on the outside corner. Torkelson fouls one back. He's had a 2-for-3 day with that home run and a single. But he's down 0-2 here to Jonathan Hennigan, who's 1 out away from getting out of the bottom of the 8th. And he'll try to get things done quickly. Torkelson stays alive. He fouls it off of the netting behind home plate. Hennigan stands tall on the mound. He keeps the ball behind his back leg. The lefty looks at the runner over on first. Duran setting up on the inside part. Looks back, looks forward, throws home. It's in the dirt. Nice block by Duran. And that keeps the runner over at first. One ball, 2 strikes. So we'll do it again. Comes home, bounces at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a runner on first, but there's 2 outs. And the Fightins trail by just a run. They've been able to chip back before during this game as they were down 2-0 and they tied it again. And they still have the top of the 9th. This one fouled back, slowly rolling into the Fightins dugout, and that is going to keep the count 2-2. The 7th pitch of the at-bat coming into Spencer Torkelson. Duran and Hennigan agree on a pitch. Now he comes home with the 2-2. It's inside and low. It gets away from Duran, but he manages to keep it in front of him. And Kreidler, not taking any chances, is going to stay at first. And now on the 8th pitch of the at-bat, it's a full count to Torkelson. Here's the payoff pitch from Hennigan. And he fouls it back. This one will go behind home plate, although Duran rips his mask off. And nothing anyone could do about it. So we'll go again. Kreidler running on contact with 2 away here. And just a 1-run lead over the Fightins right now in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll do it again. Hennigan. The payoff pitch. A liner into left. Steven picks it up, throws it back in. Coming over to second is Kreidler. Back-to-back hits for the SeaWolves. And runners on first and second with 2 outs now for Dylan Dingler. Dingler 0 for 3 today. But he comes up with a runner in scoring position. Duran and Brad Bergeson now coming out to discuss how they're going to get this last out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Torkelson on first. Kreidler on second, and Dingler up at the plate. There's 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th, and the Fightins trail by just a run. Setting up in the righty batter's box is Dylan Dingler. Hennigan standing tall. Comes home with the pitch. He checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. It's a ball. Shakes off the sign from Duran. He'll get another one now, they agree. 1 ball, no strikes coming in. And he'll get a swinging strike downstairs. 1-1 to Dingler. Dingler so far has hit 3 ground balls, one of them into a double play. But the Fightins only need 1 out to get through the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch, lofted high in the sky. Coming over and coming in is Bonifacio on the run, and he makes the grab for out number 3. A clean frame again for Hennigan, and the Fightins are down by a run. Their last inning of work coming up as we go into the top of the 9th.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today. The R-Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightins Baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils. The world-famous Fightin' Phils mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phils mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
Well, we come into the top of the ninth. The Fightins have 3 outs left to go. They only have to catch up by a run, and Erie will bat last, so either way. A little bit of the game left to go. McCarthy Tatum is going to start it off against Moreno. He'll take a first pitch strike. Erie threatened to score more in the 8th, but Hennigan held them back. And they're only up by a run now in the top of the 9th at UMPC Park. Here's the pitch outside, 1-1. Tatum, 2 for 3. And he chases one right down the middle, 94 on the gun. I like that they put that on the MILB TV on my side. One and 2 here from the righty to Tatum. It's upstairs. Moreno came in and threw a clean frame in the 8th after allowing a leadoff double. Two balls, 2 strikes here to McCarthy Tatum, and he fouls one back to stay alive. Still lots of fans left in Erie. A nice night. Tatum drops one into left field. It's going to bounce an extra base hit as my screen freezes and it goes blank. And why did this happen to me in the 9th last game? Nope, it's gone. Nope, everything's gone. Well, I hope you can still hear me. I can't tell if you can, but Tatum with a double on a line drive to left field. Luke Miller will head up to the plate with a runner on second and nobody out in the top of the 9th. All right, well, I checked and you could still hear me, so that's a good sign, but my crowd noise is into the abyss, but that's okay. We can do without. Miller is going to have to hold off while they've got a mound visit because the Fightin's threatening here as Tatum led off with a double, his 8th of the season. And all the Fightins need is a run. Tatum represents the tying run, Miller the go-ahead run at the plate. And of course, as I mentioned before, Erie has to bat once again. Miller will now see his first offering from Moreno. Looking back at the runner, he comes home, a swinging strike. Can't wait until the team returns home next week to face the Harrisburg Senators. Lots of fun promotions going on for you guys next week. Miller sends one high in the sky. It's going to stay in fair territory. 3 guys coming in. I don't know who it was. And the throw over to Tatum. Did they get him out at third? And he's punched out at third, too. So they turn a double play on the Fightins. And man, oh man, did that not work out in their favor. Miller sent one high in the sky up the right field line. 3 guys came in for it. I think it was Lipsius, the second baseman, who ended up calling everybody off for it, which was an interesting person as he was backing into it. And they get Tatum, who's going for third, and he's punched out at third, so it turns into a double play. So it all rests here on Logan Landon. That was a great throw by the second baseman over to the third baseman, even though he was standing pretty much as deep as you can get behind first base. And quite back into right field. High in the sky. Is it going to be playable? Going back on the run. It bounces behind the center fielder Green. Logan Landon with a stand-up double. And oh my gosh, tough going there for the Fightin' Phils. They would have scored Tatum on second, but how could you have known? Really tough there, but Landon not giving up as of yet as he doubles to deep center field, and they're back on the order, back at the top with Daniel Brito. There's going to be another mound visit, and I can't tell if they're going to leave Moreno in or not. Coming out is, I don't know who that is. He's not wearing a jersey, so I can't tell you if it's the pitching coach or the manager, and it looks like it's the pitching coach because they're not taking the ball away from him. But the entire infield coming in to discuss the plan to Daniel Brito, a guy I would not want to face right now with the tying run standing on second base here and just an out left in this ball game. So Moreno grabs the rosin bag as everyone goes back into their positions. And the Fightins looking to extend this game. Erie looking to shut them down. The entire Fightins bullpen is standing up. I do see someone warming up back there in case we do get to the bottom of the ninth. And the Fightins tying run on second. Here's the first pitch to Brito, a swinging strike. The Fightins have been very good about not letting up late in the game. They're battling all the way till the end. You can tell now as Brito takes a ball downstairs. Moreno has upped his velocity here as he's looking for the save. He's now hitting 95 on the radar gun. And this one grounded right over to the first baseman, Josh Lester. He's going to toss it over to Moreno, and that will end the contest as the Fightin' Phils fall 3-2 in this hard-fought battle against the Erie SeaWolves. A great game by the Fightins, even though they lost, and the series is tied at 1 for tomorrow's game beginning at 7:05. And I will see you there live from UMPC Field. Thanks for tuning in, fans. Tomorrow night, 7:05, as the Fightins fall tonight, 3-2.